All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, wide. Standing situation. Let's go. Bang.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you.
Cousins to throw it. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Here we go.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, this is Howard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got one.
Now Cousins. That is incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football.
Mike 20. Mike 20. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
On 1st down, gone. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Titans. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He's checking crack.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 26, check 26.
They run with Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Mike. Too little, cut.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Titans 1st down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Goff now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This is the tight end Fant. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
kill.
Now Howard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check 53's Mike. Come on, D.
To throw is Cousins. Short throw to Disley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action now. Cousins. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Running with Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down now, it's Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Cousins now. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. first and goal. Howard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Cousins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Samson Abukum coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Randall Cobb, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullet good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Goff. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the run, this is Hunt. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Gone. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on, fellas.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he completes it to Hunt. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Down to lose 1.
Goff throwing again to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Record. Watch the safety creep.
Final play of the half. Cousins looking for Shepard deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Give them 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
On first down, it's Hunt. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's taken down inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Hunt, no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done any. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To throw is gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Titans.
Cut! 180! 54 miles. You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Now Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
From the 24, Goff. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in grip.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the 36, Cousins. That's complete to Cobb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Cousins now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's caught. Shepard. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Caught by Cobb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Mike, I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I'm coming after you.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll go down right on the edge you the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ringo 48. Hey, switch gears. Blue draw Corker.
Play action now. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Pulled it good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's Hunt. And some room to run now. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 28 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jared Davis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jonathan Abram picks it. And an alley to run. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On first down, it's Hunt. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10.
Pull it together.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.